What's up, everyone? I don't cover the border very much because YouTube doesn't like it. That's why you're welcome to give us a super chat or donate to the PayPal to make up for what's going to happen to this channel if I report on the border. But I have to cover this news. This is insane. 13,000 illegals convicted of homicide floating around in the U.S. right now. I'm Doug TenNapel. This is the Doug TenNapel channel, and you're in Exile with me.
Yeah, and Sandra, bear with me. We just got these numbers moments ago, but it's a jaw dropper to say the least. So to set the stage here, let me just explain what these numbers mean.
Never seen before, over 13,099 convicted murderers have crossed the border.
Okay, these are the new numbers that are released. This is Michael Schellenberger of the Twitter Files fame. No matter your politics, these new numbers are shocking. Of the 7 million migrants that ICE released while their cases are being processed, 663,000 have criminal histories. 13,000 were convicted of homicide. That's still murder, isn't it? 16,000 of assault and 1,800 face homicide charges.
As well, and other numbers came out along with it. Over 13,000 convicted murderers from jails, in jail. And I told you, they're releasing them from jails, and these fake people, these stupid people, will say they don't release them from jail. They do, Mike.
And they're floating around. These are the actual numbers of this shows the crimes: antitrust, arson, assault, bribery, the embezzlement. Remember when Trump said that they were bad hombres coming over the border and everyone called him a racist? Called him a liar, called him mean, how mean it was for him to say it. He was only telling the truth. And come to find out, the mean people are the ones who called him a liar and enabled this. Because when your families get hit by the way, these criminals, most criminals, they have a checkered criminal history because of recidivism, repeat offenders. They do it again and again. So if they have a crime past and they're here, they just now spiked America's homicide rate in every state. Kamala Harris and Biden did that. And Democrats who vote for it did that. Carrie Lake is down 13 points in Arizona right now. Ruben Gallegos kicking her butt. That's Arizonans voting for, they're going for the pro-homicide candidate.
It's illegal immigrants who were caught and released at the border, released with the court date years away. They're in immigration proceedings, combined with illegal immigrants who have already been ordered, deported from the country by a judge, but are still here roaming the country. So keep that in mind, this non-detained docket.
It's a killing machine. It's a killing machine, and they're killing people all over our country. And Kamala said, remember, she said, oh, well, those people really don't kill like our criminals. No, these people make our criminals look like nice people. And I've been saying this from the beginning of the Harris-Biden disaster. It's no longer an administration.
Okay, so at least they're still roaming the country, and they're not in my backyard yet. I'm out here in Tennessee. But man, this has to really scare people in high trafficking areas where illegals are. This is infuriating. Terrible for our police workers too, to overtax them.
They're currently tracking 425,000 non-citizens who have been convicted of a crime. Of that number, over 13,000 non-citizens have convictions for homicide.
Woo! It's just homicide. I thought for a second they might be convicted of racism or being insensitive to the trans community. Whew, we dodged a bullet on that one, people. Here's Kamala Harris back on The View.
Or not having consequence for, we have to keep, let me just be very clear. We have to have a secure border, but I am in favor of saying that we're not going to treat people who are undocumented across the border as criminals.
We're not going to treat them like criminals, but can we at least treat the ones that committed homicide like criminals, Kamala Harris? Or are we not treating them like criminals either, which is why they're walking around free? And you imprison people who march in a protest at the Capitol building as criminals with a 22-year record. You'll jail them just fine. You people are, You're mentally deranged, Kamala.
And nobody who's allowed this to happen to our country is fit to be the president of the United States. I mean that too. I mean it.
Oh, look, I like this last little meme. I'm running on hope, as in, I hope you forget the last 3.5 years. I'm Doug in exile.